What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. Whoa, men's wellness. Man, men's wellness. So basically you have a dude in a scantily clad G-string, right? Who, posing in a very feminine way. And, let's talk about this. Let's read this article from Generation Iron. Before we get into this, I just want to say, if you don't take it currently, MTS Nutrition Immortal is the greatest multivitamin pack ever created. Here's how it looks. $1 a day. tigerfitness.com. Go support your boy, okay? That's all I ask. Everybody needs it. Everybody should take it. That means you. Male, female, children, of course, with your doctor, knowing all this, right? I have to say that. Elderly is perfect for everybody, man. Look at these ingredients. You can just freeze frame that. Awesome. All right, let's read this article from Generation Iron from Greg Patuto. The men's wellness division at the Roraima Classic brought many opinions from the bodybuilding world. And this did blow up on the gram. It did blow up. And people were getting mad for no reason. I don't even think they knew what it was about. And they thought it was going to become a new IFBB or NPC class. But spoiler alert, Tyler Mannion came out and said, no, we have no plans on adding new divisions. Shout out to Tyler Mannion, great wrestler in his day. A lot of people don't know that, man. Tyler Mannion was an absolute monster on the mat, man. I saw some of his foot. Oh, man. Tyler Mannion, my kids wrestle. They're really good at it. But, man, I would love, see, IFBB pros, like, I want to talk to Tyler about my placings, about how I can improve. I already know I suck. I want Tyler Mannion to talk to my kids about wrestling. I'm not talking about WWE. I'm talking about actual like folk style, freestyle, collegiate wrestling. Anyway, I digress. A regional bodybuilding show called the Roraima Classic. I'm not pronouncing it right, so I apologize in advance. I believe it was in Brazil. Okay, yeah, it's in Brazil. Spurred plenty of conversation. Introduced a men's wellness division. After the event was complete, many around the bodybuilding and fitness world shared their opinions on the division. The Roraima Classic, a bodybuilding show that takes place in Brazil, is not associated with the IFBB or NPC. The IFBB Wellness Division has continued to grow over the last few years and only features women during competition, women with nice waists and big butts. A division that I am a fan of. Look, man, where I grew up, we like big butts, we cannot lie. Like back in the day, like flat, skinny girls were in. Where I grew up, butts were always a thing. Boobs are great, but butts are amazing. Big fan of the butt. Big fan of the butt. All right, so I digress. It's going to get weird because I'm going to start talking about dudes. Anyway, weird for me because I'm a married guy. My wife is a female. She's a biological female because what is a woman anyway? The wellness... The wellness category is for female athletes with more muscle mass in their lower body, hips, glutes, and thighs, meaning that booty, pow, 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 that booty. Okay. Wellness division is bikini with booty. Love it. Wellness athletes will still have a developed upper body, but not near to the extent as their lower body. Basically, they're built like centaurs. Now, I played high school football for the Culver City Centaurs. Centaur is half man, half horse. Okay, so they basically have an upper torso and then it goes into a horse's body. Okay, so basically the wellness division is a bunch of female centaurs. So they got that lower body is, so they have a developed upper body, but not as developed as a lower body. And it almost looks disproportionate. It's basically like, it's amazing. It is amazing for a man like me. It is amazing. Big fan of wellness. Big fan. The wellness division joined the Olympia in 2021. There has now been 3 wellness Olympia competitions, and Francel Matos has dominated, winning all 3 championships. The division has also gained the attention of IFBB Vice President Tyler Mannion. On Tuesday morning, Mannion explained on his Instagram story there would not be any additions to the NPC or IFBB, and quoting the great collegiate wrestler Tyler Mannion. I'm sorry, man. I was just watching the Manning's podcast the other day, and it's just in my head. Peyton and Eli. Anyway, if you don't see an official announcement from one of our official pages, then it isn't the official news regarding the organizations. The NPC Worldwide, and IFBB Pro League are not adding any divisions and are very pleased with the current divisions we offer. And here's the deal. Like, I'm mad at that because I honestly feel I could dominate this division. Like, if you've ever seen me just stick out my butt and look back at it, and you can imagine me with no shirt on in this G-string, bro, I would be absolutely fired, dude. My funk would be lit, as my son says. So, Brazil Bodybuilding News shared a post on Instagram showing off the division at a regional event that caused plenty of controversy. And they literally did. Like, there was a lot of people really pissed off. Many around the bodybuilding community shared their thoughts on social media after Clips on Fire. Mike Summerfield shared a post on his personal page asking for thoughts on the division. Many chimed in, including a user called for a boycott. And I quote this user, absolutely effing not. He thinks he's Conor McGregor. Absolutely fucking not. Boycott this if it ever happened, especially since they took out women's bodybuilding for almost 10 years before adding it back in. It would be a slap in the face to women's competitors. I'm not allowed to write my thoughts on here, one commenter said, because Instagram will block you for that, even if you joke. Totally Fits This Broken World is another one. The men's wellness division during a regional show in Brazil has gained plenty of attention after its debut. It is unknown at this time what the future holds for the division, but will not be added to the IFBB or IPC moving forward. And the author, Greg Caputo. Shout out to you, Greg. He's covers 4 major sports for 6 years, been featured on sites such as Sports Illustrated, Fox Sports, SB Nation, NJ.com, and Fansided. He is now transitioning, be careful with that word, especially with this article, Greg, into the world of bodybuilding and strength sports. Greg, thank you for the article. Thank you, Greg. Greg, props find your Twitter. I put it out here so people can follow you. Wonder if it's on here, man. I want to give these writers their, it's not on here, but anyway, I always like to give them credit because they usually don't get credit unless they say something really stupid. This is a good article. My thoughts on this division. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. If you're a dude who wants to wear women panties and go on stage without a shirt on and pose with your booty sticking out looking back at it, and you're competing against other dudes in panties showing their buttocks, posing like a woman looking back at it, you go. The only time I have an issue is when biological males compete in female sports. I don't care if you're on estrogen. I don't care if you chop off your pee-pee. I don't care if you get big honking breast implants. Don't care. I don't want to rehash why there is a difference in biological males versus biological females. That nurture cannot help. There is nature versus nurture. If you are born a male, you have advantages. If you are born a female, you have other advantages. I don't know, like the ability to create life within your body and spit, literally just fling out a human out of your vagina. Like, I've taken a lot of dumps. A human has never come out of there. Okay? At the end of the day, women have tremendous talents that men can't do. Men have tremendous talents that women can't do. And a lot of it is sports related. Women can usually do what men do in sports, just not nearly as good. Just look at the record times. Okay? Look at it. You have an occasional woman come out and like play at a low level, one play on a small college team in football. That was a joke, right? Like nobody blocked her. And then you have the female kickers come out, saw how that worked for Vanderbilt. Not very well. At the end of the day, men are just stronger. By others, there are women stronger than me. But as a group, as a majority. So if you take elite males versus elite females, the elite males are much better. If you take average males versus average females, the average male is much better. If you take shitty females and shitty males, the shitty male's still much better at these sports, at power, at strength. But if you take an elite female, put him against a shitty male, yeah, okay. Like if you took a professional female ping pong player, despite the better reaction time by men, and I suck at ping pong, she's going to kick my ass. It just is what it is. But yeah, usually, you know what I mean. So I'm not going to rehash that. But I am going to say, like, I'm all for divisions for those people. I'm all for transgender divisions. I'm not for, biological males. Again, I don't care what state of transition you're in. Like at volleyball games and basketball games in Canada, where you got, I think it was a basketball game or volleyball, one of the two. I forgot what it was in Canada. They had, out of the entire two teams, there were 5 dudes on the court between both teams, like 5 biological dudes. I'm not down with that. And if you're down with that, we're never going to get along as humans. Like if you are, I have a daughter who worked her ass off at sports. If you are pro biological males in female competitions, we will never be friends. And I don't even want to associate with you. I just don't. Like, because we're not going to agree on anything else. Now, if I see you on the street, if we're having a conversation, I'm going to be nice to you. I'm going to be respectful. But I'm not going to go watch the Super Bowl with you. We're not going to get ice cream together because you're weird and you have no reasoning skills. And I'm pro women. I am pro women. Okay. I want women to be able to have their own shit to compete in, not worrying about a person who was born as a male coming in, basically crashing their wedding. I'm not going to have that happen. So while that's besides the point, it's awesome. Now, this dude, it's a very fat, what a body on this dude though. Like, holy shit. Like this is a good looking muscular dude. It gives me strange emotions here to see like a dude who looks like a jack dude, like moving like a woman. You know what I mean? Like that just, and there's nothing wrong with that. You do you, but like, this is a pretty male. There's a Seinfeld episode. You guys remember that? Where they wouldn't get a massage with the male masseuse because George's like, what if it moves? This is one of those where if I'm watching this in person, I'm like, man, if it does move, I think I might be gay. I guess I just have to be gay at that point. I don't know. Just go with it. Find myself a good man and settle down. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this, guys? I gotta fucking turn off this picture, man. I can't look at it anymore. I'm afraid it's gonna move. Oh man, what do you think? Let me know. Comment down below. Yeah, crazy stuff, but I like it. Man, if you're competing against other dudes who want to move like chicks, who have dudes' bodies but are dressed in women's underwear, yeah. But props to Tyler Mannion for slapping that down immediately because people are just starting to get mad for no reason without giving Tyler any chance to correct it. And Tyler's probably like, I bet you it was like 7 a.m. Tyler gets up in the morning. I believe he just get engaged or something. I forgot. I haven't followed his Instagram. It's never in my algorithm. Tyler's like, he wakes up, stretches out, picks up his phone. He's like, I wonder what's going on today. Takes a sip of his coffee. And then all his mentions are like, Tyler, man, you better not fucking do this, man. You better not let dudes and dress like women and strut around. And Tyler's like, he's just sipping his coffee like, yeah. He's like, God damn it. Tyler, much love to you, brother. Much love to you. And of course, to JM and Jim and the entire crew. Of course, Steve, man. Way to nip this in the bud. But look, Tyler, I want to talk to you directly, man. If you do this, like, I'm not mad at you. Not mad at you. You make that money, bro. Look what Bikini did. Bikini literally saved bodybuilding. Like, bodybuilding, the attendance back in the late 90s, early 2000s was down. And then they came in, and I used to call it the stripper division, and Bikini just took over. Next thing you know, shows were empty. Next thing you know, there's hundreds of people there watching these fine women in bikinis strut around stage. Anyway, guys, again, go to tigerfitness.com. Get your immortal $1 a day. Love y'all. I'm Marc Lobliner. Subscribe to this channel. Like this video. And I don't think there's a notification bell anymore, but just make sure you keep clicking on the videos or looking for me, or else I'll be disappeared from your algorithm. That's all the game. You've got to hear this. This is crazy. Ambrosia Planta is now available over 1,200 doors nationwide.
Wait, is that the one that I use every day? Yes. The mix is the best, tastes the best, and has the best amino acid profile?
Yes, from something that was direct, that people just wanted so bad. We grew into Vitamin Shoppe, then into Hy-Vee, and now into every single Sprouts across the nation. Look at that, right at eye level, Madagascar vanilla, melted chocolate, and cinnamon roll. Tammy, which flavor would you like?
I would take the chocolate, please.
I knew you would. Enjoy, available now at all Sprouts nationwide.